Hello, this is the Depressed Dude, and today I'm going to be reviewing the game El Viento, uh, which was originally available on the Sega Genesis, which is this console right here. This is not my original. I had one like this, and then I had the second gen because my first one couldn't play the Sega CD. As far as the console goes, it was a really cool one. I got it after the Nintendo. I liked it better than the Nintendo. The graphics are better and everything. I did like the Super Nintendo better than this, but this one had a certain charm to it, and it was like it's not that not. It's like it was a close contest. If Super Nintendo didn't have so many great role playing games, which is my favorite genre, I would probably pick the Genesis over it. Uh, the main, like Super Nintendo, basically wins in every department except for the processor. And like I said, I watched an Angry Video Game Nerd episode where he kind of downplayed it, but no, the processor was way faster than the Super Nintendo. In fact, the original Game Boy, I think, had a faster processor than the Super Nintendo. I don't know why that processor was so weak, which is why you got a lot of slowdown in like shooters and stuff like that, and why this one runs certain genres better, a little bit better than that. Also, the system is, I don't know, I think it's more like the games always feel arcadey. The sprites are usually big. The Castlevania game they had on this was really good. Big sprites. Um, it wasn't the best in RPGs. This is probably why, like I said, that's why I like the Super Nintendo more. However, my favorite game on the system is Phantasy Star 4, which was the best Phantasy Star in my opinion. That was the only one I could win it back in the day because it was not as cryptic as the others. Part 2 was, God, those maze dungeons were horrible. I played it, like, I won it recently. Couldn't win it back in the day, but I had to dang look through a walkthrough to find out where to go. The Sega Genesis would either have really the best music you ever heard in the game or some of the worst. From what I understand, it was mainly Western developers, and they like to use something called the gem system to make the music, which is basically a shortcut, and it wasn't a good shortcut. You play a game like Revenge of Shinobi, Midnight Resistance, Strider. All of those things had incredible music. Thunder Force 3. I love that game, and it's like I said, I would literally listen to the music. You could like plug in a pair of headphones, do the music test, and jam out to them, but you wouldn't want to listen to the music and say Batman Returns or Batman Forever. The game did have two good Batman games in the Batman based on the 1989 movie and the Batman and Robin game. But that Batman and Robin game, I tried playing it recently, and it's like, God, how did I get to the what is his name? The Mad Hatter stage in that one. It was like I got to that. I remember getting to that when I was younger, but I tried to play that. And I'm like, dang, this is hard. I only got to the dang Two-Face stages. So yeah, one thing that carried over from the 8-bit systems is the difficulty. And I'm going to start to say by El Viente, it was hard. I thought it was going to be easy. I mean, this is supposed to be the best game of the Ernest Evans trilogy, and it was like super hard. Uh, the stages, I'll give it credit, you didn't have bottomless pits in this one. So many games have bottomless pits. In this one, you wouldn't die in a bottomless pit. So there you go. But you would die from taking damage. Enemies just keep on coming at you. There's not many health item pickups. That being said, the boss fights, I didn't have that as much trouble with. There's one boss fight that would have been trouble, but they actually had health in the boss fight. Meanwhile, the last stage in this thing was so freaking hard. Bats would just keep on spawning. There's bats everywhere, bats. And then more bats. The last boss, so I got through it pretty dang easy. But, oh my God. Okay, let me just say, could I have won this as a kid? Hell no. I think I would have had better luck with that Vice Project Doom that I reviewed last time than this one. Mainly because this one is just one life and three continues. You got a health bar, it doesn't go down super fast, and you can build it up by gaining experience, but it's not like you can really grind for experience in a platform game. and like you can like an RPG or something. Like I said, it was tough. I do believe I might have been able to make it the last stage, but those bats, I don't think I could have. I don't even think I could have made it to the last stage, to be honest. Not with only three continues, one life. But yeah, it was difficult. That being said, I enjoyed it. The combat is pretty fun. You get to throw unlimited boomerangs, and then she's got her magic that you can charge up. Basically, the story is this girl, Annette. She's trying to stop these people from reviving Haster, like some sort of Lovecraftian horror. Her sister's part of this whole thing, and Ernest Evans is in there for a little bit too. But yeah, it was a good game. I'd give it a 7, the same as Vice Project Doom, mainly because I think the difficulty was just a little bit too much. Uh, and like I said, it didn't really bring anything new to the table, though it did have nice cutscenes, kind of like a Ninja Gaiden game. But Ninja Gaiden did it before this one, so yeah, it was fun. You can actually play this one now on the PlayStation 5, PS4, or the PS4, because you can just buy the collection. It's like a limited run collection on the PlayStation Store. That's how I bought it. And you get all three games. The next up I'm going to play is the Sega CD version of Ernest Evans. That one's supposed to be the very hard, mainly because of the way the character moves and stuff. I do have some gameplay footage that I uploaded to YouTube, and I'm gonna put a link in the description of this one to that gameplay footage. It's just a little bit of me playing the first stage. But like I said, overall, pretty good game. I'd give it a 7, like I did Vice Project Doom. Like the anime aesthetic. The fighting's fun when you could figure out how to defeat a boss. If it wasn't for the horrific bat stage there at the end, I might have even given it an 8. But overall, it's a fun game. Like I said, I'd probably play it again. And anyway, I hope everybody enjoyed this video. Next week, I'm thinking of doing a video of me just playing Elevator Action Returns Until I Die. I got that one on the PlayStation Network as well. Anyway, everybody have a good day out there, and hope you stay cool. It's burning hot where I am. Bye bye.